Good morning. I am currently on my way to the gym. It's quite early and I'm tired. But what's new? It's early. It's not even that early, I'm just tired. I wanted to take you guys with me to my climbing gym that I go to. If you're not familiar, I started climbing seriously about a year ago. I was given a pass by my parents that gave me 10 entries into the climbing gym that used to be by me in LA. And so I kind of fell in love with it low-key, and I've been climbing ever since. Obviously, I don't live in the same spot anymore, so I had to switch gyms. But I think growing up, especially when I did gymnastics for, you know, upwards of half of my life, it was really fun because you were constantly doing new things. It's kind of a challenge because you would learn a new routine, learn a new skill, and you'd be learning that as well as practicing the basics. And I think there's a lot of that in climbing, especially with the different routes that are rotated pretty much every week. There's different walls that they change, and it makes it interesting, like a puzzle. And I enjoy doing stuff like that because it makes my brain happy, instead of just doing the same reps over and over again, which is fine, don't get me wrong. But for me, I think I work out a lot better when I have something to look forward to, I guess you could say that. So I thought I would go and show you my climbing process and just what a day in the life of me going climbing looks like. If you haven't seen my streams, I actually did a lot of climbing streams in the past year. And it was really fun. I really like those. They were super easy to do because it was just me explaining, because a lot of people that I know aren't really familiar with climbing. So I love talking about it. Yeah, I thought I would just show you guys some of the cool climbs I do and walk you through how it makes me feel. And yeah, but first I'm gonna get some food. So that's why we're sitting here. But anyways, if you're new here, hi, I'm Kelsey. And we will get going in a little bit. The only reason I'm like tired too is because I decided to watch episode 3 of The Last of Us. Just came out while I was making this video. Came out last night. And I didn't realize that it was an hour and a half long. So I was like, oh, you know, I'm in bed. Let me just wind down with the last episode that came out. And then it was episode 3, and then I started crying. And then I was just crying in bed. And I don't know if, I mean, I'm assuming it is like this for pretty much everyone. But when I cry, it knocks all the energy out of me. Like, my body works in overdrive to cry. So I get so tired when I cry. That's why I'm tired. But it was an amazing episode. I've never actually played The Last of Us. I didn't play too many single player games when I was growing up. I was more into multiplayer games, like, you know, any of the Super Mario games, because I could play with my mom. And since I'm an only child, that's the only person I really could play with because there was no one else. So I didn't really play too many storyline based games. But everybody that I've talked to says The Last of Us is amazing, and I probably should invest some time into that and maybe do a playthrough. That could be interesting, potentially. But I don't know if it would be kind of weird to do it after I've seen the show, because then I would already know what happens, even though people do say it differentiates a bit. I don't know. Let me know if you want me to play The Last of Us. It could be fun. Morning. So, we're inside the gym. Good gym. What I literally start every morning with, which is yerba mate and the mint. So I'm gonna warm up on the black tea one that is behind me. You always have to warm up because your muscles are definitely tight in the morning and every other part of the day if you don't work out. So So yeah, how the grading system works, different gyms do it different ways, but the way this gym does it is with the V system. So it goes from V intro or V0 up to, I think the highest one here is V10, which is really, really hard. I've done a V4 before, and that's about it. I've worked on V5s, but I've never been able to really complete one, almost a couple times, but none that I've actually done. But it's nice, it's like a challenge, you know? So the one that I'm going to attempt, I attempted a couple times last time I was here, and it kicked my ass every single time, and I was never able to do it. So let's manifest that I can get it done this time and show you guys a cool V3 that's an overhang, which is a bit harder than, I don't know, for me, it's hard as hell. So yeah. I'm getting my ass beat on these. I know it probably doesn't look as hard, but it is really difficult, and the holds are so shit. So, yeah, that was a fail, but you know, happens. Builds your strength, right? So the wall behind me is called Slab wall, but what's really cool about Slab walls, and what I like, is it's more balance based. So it's not all about strength or technique is important always, and so is strength, but this is a lot about your core and balance, which is something that I think I'm pretty decent at. But yeah, it's fun. Not every gym has a slab wall. It's an actual slab wall, so I really like that here.
So yeah, it's a slab wall.
So I'm probably gonna do one more climb and then head to the gym part of the gym to do some ab stuff. But yeah, I mean, like, you didn't see me do too many climbs, but like this shit tires you out. So it's not like, if you're going hard at it, it tires you out pretty quickly. So, I mean, you win some, you lose some with some climbs, but I did one that I've never done today, so I'm excited about that. All right, we got everything set up. We're just doing some simple ab stuff. Gonna be chilling and doing that, but it's not anything too crazy, but just enough to get your abs to work out. All right, and that was it. So a day in the life of what I do when I climb. So it's not like it's like, it is pretty intense, but it's not like you're constantly going. It's a lot of resting, because resting is super important, especially in climbing where it's very easy to injure yourself. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it looks like I didn't actually do any of the typical gym stuff too long, but I'm a lot more tired than it probably comes off. I don't want to beat myself up too much when I do go to the gym and overdo it, because I have really bad shoulders and I'm climbing, which does not seem like it makes sense, because it doesn't, but my rotator cuff has most of the tendons pinched, and it's been like that for upwards of like 6 years at this point. Wait. Yeah, about 6 years. And so if I overexert it, it feels like my shoulder is gonna fall off, which is really fun. I highly suggest anybody feel that. I mean, it was fun. I didn't super overdo it today, but you know, that's the thing with it. Sometimes it just feels good to like go in there, clear your mind, and then actually climb. And even though it's not the, like, for me, climbing isn't a competition. It's obviously a competition within myself, but I'm not looking around at other people being like, oh shit, they're doing this and they're doing this. It's more about, what can I do? And how well can I do it, which is important, because I think something that is big with me is I need to slow down and start doing things the right way. Because I could power through and start doing probably fives, like V5s, by just strength and muscling it up, but then I wouldn't get any of the technique down, and that's not the proper way to climb, and that's also how you get hurt. So I feel like you can install that into everyday life, and it tells you, I don't know, just take your time with stuff, because it's about the journey, not the destination. Good climbing day. Thanks everybody for coming with me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed me falling as well and failing, but you know, just a lesson. All of us fail sometimes, but it's okay. You just get back up and you do it again. But anyways, if you did like the video, please let me know. If you want to see more climbing content, let me know in the comments below. And